everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I'm going to go on working with the Esther Journal. We've got it bound. I went ahead and sewed. I had this green beaded fringe. I've had it for several years, and it matches the green on this really well. That's what it looks like. So I just cut a piece of that off and sewed it along this edge. So when it's upright, it'll hang like that. And I'm hoping it just doesn't get in the way a whole lot. We'll find out. And then the other thing that I've been working on is I embroidered Esther onto a piece of muslin with just some cotton embroidery thread. And then I've got some strips of green velvet that I think match this green pretty well. And so I think I'm gonna just tack this on around the edge of it. I've got two pieces, so I think I'm just gonna do that. And get some velvet on the cover. So I will work on that and fast forward through it so you don't have to watch the whole thing. I was debating whether to use Fabri-Tac to glue it on, but I'm afraid it'll bleed through. So I'm not going to take a chance on that. So I'm going to go ahead and thread up a needle and tack it down. I'm going to go ahead and just tack the edge on it. I'm going to cover this up with the green velvet, so I'm not as concerned about how it looks or how big the stitches are. I just want it to stay put. I just took a pencil and wrote Esther on my muslin and then embroidered over it. I'll tell you what, I learned that trick of using these pliers and I'm kind of addicted to it. Actually saves a lot of time and effort. Grabbing those needles when I pushed it awfully far through, farther than I should have probably. Might help if I put the microphone on while I'm doing this, instead of leaving it laying on the table. Okay, I'm gonna tie that off. I think that's enough. I just wanted it to be enough to hold it on there, and I think that's plenty. So let me cut that, and I'll do the same with the velvet. I'm trying to decide how to finish this end. I think I'll just fold it over. If I can do it without it being too bulky, hopefully that'll work. Okay, and then I'm gonna take some just really small stitches so it doesn't lay that nap down on that velvet, the fuzzy part. Okay, make sure I get it where I want it. And then just go almost back where I was, I think is what I want to do. And I'm kind of wondering if I need to maybe do one along the edge of the top of this, because I don't want it to flip down if it's not sewn along here. So I may have to go back and tack that edge down. I don't know. Need to watch out here. This edge, I want to do sort of, I need to like do some kind of a fold it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and go out here on this corner of this point. Make sure I get that tacked down. I need to turn that end under. So I'm going to, hopefully I don't mess this up. I'm going to just clip off some of this excess velvet and flip it up underneath. If I want the corner to look alike, I'm going to turn this down at an angle. And I mean, that it may not matter that much, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because why not? Unless your thread doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, so there is that. It's not perfect, but again, it's junk journaling, so it works for me. All right.